If this video found you, there is a message in here for you from Spirit. And the message that I'm getting first, there's like so many downloads coming in, but there is such a switch up of energy happening in the environment right now. And it's being mirrored outside as well as inside. So I feel like, right now, whenever you find this video, like it's timeless, there is a message, but right now, when I'm recording this, we're at the very end of the year of the snake. The Lunar New Year is February 17th. And there is such like strong energy. And I've been feeling this for a while, but now it really feels like things are turning over. I'm getting this image of like waves. Waves are like crashing and then a new wave is being formed. Like the crash has happened and the new wave is being formed right now. And like if you've been in the ocean, when a new wave is coming, you're pulled towards it, and like that's what's happening. You could feel like there's a lot of momentum kind of building, and I've been feeling it too. And it's very much just energy. There's not, maybe you're not seeing it as much in your material world. You could be, but there's momentum coming, and it's a momentum that's pulling us all of us forward and into our journey, onto our path, where the next step is being shown to us and being prepared for us. There's this huge like feeling of things being prepared right now. A lot is going on behind the scenes. And I was channeling the song Comeback Kid by Sharon Van Etten, and like, you are the comeback kid. You maybe have been in hermit mode or been to yourself and like really focusing on healing yourself, healing your mind and your body, your spirit, working on how you talk to yourself. You're maybe doing affirmations, meditation. But I feel like all of us have been kind of withdrawn. Excuse me. Yeah, clearing our throat chakra through talking to ourselves with positive language, with high vibration language. And there's just like, it's very, very poignant. And so you're on your come up, like you're on your come up, you're coming back, you are starting a whole brand new life. And like astrologically, this is the time where there's so many conjunctions happening, and I'm not like really into astrology. I do believe that it's like a helpful tool, but I don't really know much about the transits. But the little bit that I know is that there's a lot going on, and that right now it's like an unprecedented time astrologically. So if you feel called to that, definitely look into astrology videos about what's happening right now and how it's like affecting your chart. But yeah, like you are on the come up, and people are not gonna like realize it. I feel like your appearance is gonna change too. Like you're gonna look like the same person, but like a new and improved, like a glow up. And not just physically, it's gonna be in your external environment too. And there's a lot also about community, about people being drawn to you. Excuse me, sorry about my throat. People are very, very, very drawn to you. I just pulled the Divine Connection card. So these connections are being prepared for you as well. So if you've been feeling kind of alone, if you've been feeling like you've been in hermit mode, just know that you have community coming into, and real community where you can share like your true self, your love, your passions. And also there's definitely a message here that like, because we're at the end of the year of the snake, it's like the last circle. And so people can sense your come up. People can sense energetically, even if they don't know why. Like I feel like they don't know why. They don't know why they're thinking about you. They don't know why they think about texting you or calling you or reaching out or like going to some place where that was like y'all's place that you would always go to. But people from your past that you've let go or moved on from are they could be like circling in your energy, maybe reaching out. I personally have been experiencing this recently. Because I moved, I had to, really de-escalate some friendships, and I've, just been drawing back, and I've had some of that friendship people like try to come back into my life, and I had to release them for a variety of reasons. Like it wasn't very healthy for me. I was giving my energy away. It's a whole other thing, but they're coming back up, and it's because you're so magnetic right now. Your energy is so magnetic, and the message right now is just really talk to spirit and do whatever you're being called to do. If you're being called to rest, rest. Because, like I said, we're at the very end of this. We're at the very last of the shedding. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling, like there's this big looming thing coming, relax, rest, play, do the things that really pour into you. I feel like maybe you could have had like a big release about something. And so, that's huge. Like, even if it's like really, really small, like it seems small, like maybe like, oh, I just released maybe like hatred of a body part, or I just released like an expectation of someone, or I just released a past relation, like some kind of small trauma thing that I had from past relationship. Congratulate yourself for it, and then also rest if you need to. Rejuvenate yourself, because there's so much momentum coming in, and when it comes in, you're going to be inspired to do it. You're going to be driven to do it. Like, you're being pulled into it now, so just relax. Like when you're being pulled in by the wave, you just have to like kind of let it happen. And you can fight it for sure, but that wave is still coming. It's still going to crash on you, and that wave is energy. It's drive. It's like things aligning. And I'm also getting this very, very big message about home, and how right now is an invitation for you to find home within yourself, to find that safety and warmth and like a safe haven space, a space where you let yourself do what you want, where you nurture yourself, where it feels like safe, and it's an invitation to have that within yourself, because things are changing externally. You could be experiencing like a change in your home right now, change in the people you're living with, or maybe just circumstances. And it's an invitation for you to know that wherever you go, like that saying, home is where the heart is. Your home, you are the type of person who can make your home wherever. It doesn't matter if it's, a big mansion or a studio apartment. It doesn't matter, because you are someone who knows how to give to yourself and how to reflect that in your external environment. And so just know that, like, in the midst of this change that is coming, you are secure. You don't have to cling to the outside, to the external circumstances, because like the only constant in the world is change, right? No matter, the harder we hold on, the worse it feels, right? And so just know that like your home is where your heart is. And there's another thing that's coming in, another channel, about how when you lead with your heart, and when you like really embody this magnetic energy that is surrounding you, that is very, very potent in the collective consciousness right now, you're incredibly magnetic, and you're going to be attracting people who feel like home, who you can be completely yourself, completely open. You can talk about your spirituality, you can talk about your mental health, you can talk about that, what you're really interested in, that show you that you're really interested in, or your special interest, or whatever. Like, you can info dump, you can do whatever you want, because these people will see you. They see your heart. And so just know that it's coming in. And I feel this very, very strongly, and that like old relationships are being dissolved right now. And so, like I said, you could be going through this where like a relationship is falling apart or changing, or you've had some kind of revelation about something. And so with the dissolution of that, it's freeing up your relationship energy. It's freeing up that love and that care that was tied up in that person or those people, so that you can now give it to other people. And so we're kind of in like a limbo space. We've been in this limbo space. I know that I personally am, I'm not tired of it, but it's been a while that we've been in this kind of limbo. And so just know that like it's ending and things are getting moving. And so it's a great time to really come back to yourself, to focus on the self that you want to be, and just embodying that now. Start talking. I'm listening to Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural, and how like meditating and saying affirmations really, really can heal your body, and change your circumstances. So, we are like I really feel like the next 2 weeks and like in a month, your life is going to be completely different in some aspects and maybe a lot of aspects. The things are picking up. And so right now you need to set your intention for what you want to come in. And it doesn't have to be scary. And I feel like it's kind of intimidating sometimes for people and seems kind of big, like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know what kind of life I want. And it feels like that because you're thinking of the details. You're thinking of the practicality. Well, I don't know exactly where I want to live. I don't know what I want to do for my job. I don't know which person in my life I want to build a romantic relationship with. I don't know if I want kids. Or I don't know if I want to stay in this country. Or I don't know. Like, there's so many different things. Like, do I want to move? Do I want to stay? Do I want to be with my friend? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it's working out, like, in the details. Because the important part is the intention. The important part is the feeling. So start focusing on the feelings. Like, what do I want to feel? I want to feel loved. I want to feel safe. I want to feel like people listen to me. I want to feel secure. I want to feel like my dreams are possible. So then just start, like really letting yourself, like being pulled into it. Because I do feel like maybe there's some resistance about this is too good to be true. Like I've been hearing tarot readings or people on YouTube or TikTok or whatever about talking about, the energy and becoming your higher self and all these things that are like promised to me, but I don't really, it's like too good to be true and I'm afraid. Let go of that fear and just let yourself, because even if, like, let's say it doesn't happen, you still will feel so much better. Okay. And it's going to happen. If you actually like let yourself fall into that love of yourself and those affirmations of I'm always in the right time at the right space. My opportunities are coming. The perfect opportunity is coming for me now. My soul tribe is waiting for me. I could meet my divine family any day now. There's so many good things happening in my life. There's so many things that I don't even know that are going to happen in my future. It's going to come in. And so if there is something to like, going back to the home message, if you are experiencing some kind of home crisis or like you really want to move, because I was getting this very strong channel, if you want to move, it is happening this year. It is going to happen this year and it's going to happen and align perfectly. Like you're going to find the perfect house, the perfect apartment, the perfect roommate, whatever it is, like within your budget. It's going to have even more amenities than you wanted. It's going to be right around the corner from your like favorite coffee shop kind of thing. So it is happening. So, just believe it. And yeah, and also like the manifestation power right now is so strong. And I've been noticing this like in my own daily life with my manifestation, but this is an invitation for you to also work on your manifestations. And the way that I do it, and it's what's best to me, is to visualize it. So like I visualize a certain scene, and this isn't my own method. This is pulled from like Neville Goddard. But picture a scene, like a regular domestic scene where you are interacting with the thing you want to manifest. So like, let's say you want a job offer or something. So then think about you like speaking with the boss and like in an environment of whatever job you want, and then speaking about your new duties, right? And it doesn't have to be extensive. It can just be like your boss saying, and then in the morning we do this, or this is where you're gonna work, or like whatever. But just envision this like a single moment in time of what it would be like if you got it, and just like come back to it and really feel into it. Like his whole thing is feeling is the secret. So really, really feel into it and let it like, absorb you, and it will be coming in. Like I'm going to share a personal story, but so I went to a birthday party this past weekend, and leading up to it, like the week leading up to it, I was like, you know what? I really want to meet someone there. I want to meet someone and I want them to look this certain way. And so I envisioned that in my head, and what I pictured in my head was like both of us sitting on a couch, and then me being on the right side and them on the left, and then me turning and looking at them and talking with them. And I just envisioned it, like, you know, just a little bit. And like, I envisioned like their smile and their eyes, and like how I felt like I made a connection, like a good friendship. And, so anyway, I just kind of feeling, I just kind of visualized it, not long, like, you know, for maybe 5 minutes a day, you know, and just let myself like kind of dissolve into it, if that makes sense. Let myself live in the moment. And then when I was at the party, there was a ton of people there, but I saw someone who was like fit that description. I was like, interesting, and I, you know, whatever. And then later in the part, like I wasn't pursuing this person to talk to them, but then later in that part in the party, I just found myself where they were sitting, and it wasn't on the couch, but it was, I was on a couch here and they were like in a chair here, and I was turning and talking with them and they were looking at me. And it was like the same dynamic where we were talking and connecting and just having a good time. And it was crazy. I was like, wow, I didn't realize until I got home, and I was like, oh my God, I manifested that. Like, that's crazy. And so the energy right now is so potent. I've also been like wanting like Mary Jane platform loafers. Like that's what I wanted. And I only thrift. So I've been like, look, whenever I go out, I look. And today at the thrift store, I went for something else, but I was like, oh, look at the shoes, because I always, you know, do a lap around the store. And there were 3 different pairs of like chunky platform loafers. One of them was a Mary Jane style. One of them was like another style with the silver buckle that I was also thinking about. But none of them were my size. And so this is kind of what the universe does. Like they'll show you approximations of what you want before it's the actual thing. And I kind of see it as like the universe like trying things out, or like it's like the rough draft kind of thing. So whenever I see like approximations, I know that I'm really close to getting my actual manifestation. So if you've been trying to manifest something and you've been seeing it in your field of vision in your environment, but it's not exactly how you want, just know that that's like the universe ramping up. It's like trying. Those are like the test runs or the rough drafts or whatever, however you want to think about it. So yeah, I mean, still waiting on those platform loafers, but they'll come. I know they're coming. Um, so yeah, just know that like, and also here's the other thing is that there is, because, and it ties back to the idea of home. Your home is within yourself, so that, you know, wherever you go, whatever you do, you're always safe, you're always secure. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to do something else than what you would normally do. Joe Dispenza talked about that in his book, about how like if you know, get up and do the same thing that you do every single day, of course you're going to have the same experiences. If you want to change your experience, you have to change what you do. You have to change what you focus on. So, you know, invite magic into your life by like going to a new shop, going to a new coffee shop, going to asking that friend out to go hang out that you just met that seems kind of interesting, but maybe you're a little scared to do it. Maybe ask that coworker out on a date that you've been kind of scared to. Like the worst they can do is say no. That's the worst that can happen. The worst that can happen is what? You grow. And that's amazing. That's the whole fucking point. And that is where the magic happens, is like doing things spontaneously, doing things with your intuition, and because it invites probability into your life. So yeah, I think that's the message. I hope that something in here was helpful for you. It's kind of all over the place, but there's just, like I said, there's a lot of things going on right now, and I am working on trying to be eloquent and just working on my channeling and my diction and syntax and eloquency and all that. So, you know, thank you for watching and bearing with me as I continue my journey. I also am, like I said, I've been feeling this influx of energy, so I'm going to be posting a lot more regularly. I would like to post every single day, but I also want to give myself room. You know, if I'm feeling like I don't want to, I'm going to give myself room to do that. But yeah, just heads up. So if you have anything you want to see, or you have any questions or anything, link down below, comment down below. And yeah, bye.